Hi, I'm Dr. Mathisen with the Hearing Center in Greeley, Colorado. Today we're going to talk about changing batteries in the different types of hearing aids. Also, we're going to talk about the different size batteries as well. The very first battery we're going to talk about is the size 10 battery. This one's the smallest battery. It's very important to remember what size battery goes in your hearing aid because they don't all fit the same. So again, this is a size 10, or you can go by the yellow color. So batteries can either go by the number or the color that your audiologist or hearing aid provider tells you. The size 10 goes in the smallest hearing aid that goes completely in your ear. The next size battery is probably one of the more popular sizes. This is a size 312, and the color of this one is brown. This one typically goes in possibly a behind the ear hearing aid or one that's a little bit bigger that goes custom made to go in your ear. The next size is the 13. Again, the color is orange. And then the last size we'll talk about is the blue, or the size 675. This is the biggest battery, and it's typically always in a hearing aid that goes behind your ear. Somebody who has a very significant hearing loss uses this type of battery. It's also very important to remember the tabs on the batteries need to stay on until you're ready to use it. The minute you take the tab off, it exposes the battery to air, and because they're a zinc air battery, they'll slowly start to drain when the air comes in contact with it. Another important feature is that we need to make sure there gets no moisture on the battery door or the battery, because that'll also prevent the battery from working properly. So now I'm going to show you how to change the battery on a behind the ear hearing aid. First, you want to know where the door is. The battery door on this hearing aid is on the very bottom, and it just swings out. Typically on the behind the ear style, there's a little shelf or basket that the battery will sit in. So when we're ready, we get our size 312 battery. We take the tab off. The plus side is the flat side. The negative side kind of has a round bump to it. So right now we're going to look at the diagram that's usually printed on the little basket or battery door to give us an indication of which way the plus needs to go. So in this case, the plus goes up. So we grab the battery and we just slide it right in. Close the battery door to turn it on. At night, when you're done using the battery, you want to open the door, and that turns the hearing aid off. And it is okay just to leave the batteries in the basket. Now, I'll show you how to change a in-the-ear hearing aid. It's just slightly different. Again, usually it's in this very center of the hearing aid, and it swings open. Now, for instance, this one has a small plus sign right in the corner. Again, you'll match up the plus with the hearing aid battery. The plus side is up. And how I like to put these ones in is just to kind of snap it into place. It's kind of a C shape, and it grabs a hold of it. And we close it to turn it on, and open it to turn it off. One thing that's important to remember with these ones is that, for instance, if you get the battery in upside down, it's really hard to close. So if you're at that point where it's really hard to close, don't force it. Take the battery out, flip it over, and then it should be easily closed. A lot of people will ask if we need to put the batteries in the refrigerator to make them last longer. And with this style battery, it's not necessary to put the batteries in the refrigerator. Another question many people ask is, how long is the battery going to last? Of course, that depends on the size of the battery. The smallest size battery will typically last 3 to more than 5 days. The 3, 12, and 13, you'll get close to 7 to 10 days. And the 675 really depends on the size of hearing aid you're using, but that typically can go, again, about 10 days on that battery. If you have any questions about batteries or how to change them, it's best to contact your audiologist or your hearing provider so that they can go over it with you.